Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today we're going to be talking about 10 tips to help you read more and integrate it into your daily life. So I know I've been talking a lot about reading recently, my journey with reading comprehension and ways to read more nonfiction, but today I'm going to tell you how to integrate reading into your daily life. Reading is a habit to be built if it is something that you want to do. One thing to remember is that reading does not make you a better person than those who do not read. That's one thing that I think I just want to kind of get out of the way. This is for people who do want to build that habit, but please do not feel obligated to build that habit. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I am so back. I am feeling so good and just enjoying filming for you guys. So please subscribe to the channel. So tip number 1, listen to audiobooks. Right off the bat, I will not tolerate that's not real reading. That is an ableist argument. Audiobooks are real, that is real reading. So I suggest downloading the Libby app and getting free audiobooks from your local library. This also helps support your local library, which is more important now than ever before. Also, if you pay for Spotify Premium, there's a catalog of books you can listen to and you get free 15 hours of audiobook listening a month. So don't leave those hours on the table because they do not roll over. Tip number 2, consider ebooks as well. Libby does also have ebooks and magazines, so you can read directly on your phone. They also have a partnership with Kindle, and I believe you can use Kobo as well to transfer your ebooks onto your e-reader devices if you have one, if you want to. I know that some people will also download Hoopla or Libby onto their iPads and read on there in lieu of, purchasing a whole other device. But there's also Kindle Unlimited if you don't want to purchase ebooks. Don't expect to save money on ebooks, especially if you are going through Kindle. A lot of those books aren't really any cheaper than their physical counterparts. And I say consider ebooks because it's not as practical to say bring a book everywhere with you. I know people want to kind of tote that around, but everyone always has their phone. So if you can open an app, read a few pages, that's way more practical. Instead of scrolling, read on your phone. I know that everyone talks about ways that we're trying to scroll less, but I don't think that we're going to be on our phones any less. So instead of opening Instagram, open your reading app. Tip number 4, the Fable app. I love Fable. I know that they have a subscription model now, but they still have a free option, which is what I use. Also, this is not sponsored by Fable, but please, I would love Fable if you sponsored me. They have a function where you can say that you read a certain book every day, and it has way more stats than Goodreads, and this helps me because I get a dopamine hit every time I said that I read for that day, and it's small but really fun, and I'm up to 209 days already. So and it also has a continuously refreshing homepage, which is really nice. So it just kind of connects you with all of these random people. Number 5 is reading before bed. I've noticed that when I read before bed, it's about 5 to 10 minutes before I'm ready to just pass out. So it's not good to doom scroll before bed anyway. We all know that, especially if you're me and get stressed out with the world every time you do that right before bed. So just read for 5 to 10 minutes. You can get through 4 or 5 pages and just go to bed. If you do like physical books, consider buying secondhand when you are able to. I recently purchased from Thrift Books for the first time, and that was a pretty good experience. I also get a ton of books from Goodwill and Half Price Books. There are also free little libraries that are really nice, but be sure that you aren't just taking from them, that you are giving as well. Number 7, talk about the books that you are reading. Whether this is with friends or family or people online, talking about the books that you're reading makes you want to read more. Maybe there's a trope that you really love and you tell a friend that you love that trope, and then they have another book with that trope. and it's a perfect recommendation for you. It helps you build a community and gives you something to talk about with your friends and family. 8 is to find ways to make it fun. Put some effort into this self-care activity for yourself. Maybe it's that you put a face mask on and then you sit and read for 20 minutes, and that's like your alone time for the day. Or maybe you grab a blanket and you go read out at the park near you or at a coffee shop for a little bit. Find ways to make reading kind of like a sanctuary thing. My point is that it shouldn't be stressful. Number 9 is read every day. It doesn't matter if you just read one page, you read that day. So Fable also has a reminder that you can set at a certain time to remind yourself to read if you want to. Another plug for the Fable app. And number 10, it is okay if reading is not for you. Reading is a lot of things. If you want to read for entertainment, there's a lot of ways to intake that material, whether it be physical, electronically, or audio. But it doesn't make you like a bad or stupid or unproductive person if you don't enjoy books. My dad, for example, doesn't read very much, but he really likes these radio shows from the 1950s that he found on Spotify. And maybe you like podcasts. I would be wary of the podcasts that you are intaking, but cool, go with that. Listen to your podcasts. Maybe you love documentaries, and that's great. I can barely sit through one. We're all different and we have different needs in this society, which is why, we have so many different ways to intake material. Reading is not a one-size-fits-all sort of thing. Also, I don't have this on here, but don't forget that, comic books or graphic novels or, non-conventional books also count. There are so many different types of books as well that you can try. You don't have to just read novels to be a reader. So just a short and quick video for you guys today. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. If you have any more tips on how to read more in your everyday life, tell them to me in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.